Am I even in focus? I don't know. This is just a risk we are gonna have to take. Ooh, it is April. I definitely did not keep my word, the promise that I made to myself of posting a plan with me every single month this year. A lot of that had to do with moving, with traveling, with me being lazy, quite honestly. This has been such a learning curve for me. I am still learning the ins and outs of filming. It's just so much harder than I ever thought. So because of it being so overwhelming, I do dread it a lot. But I moved into my new apartment. I have a studio space now. So I was like, okay, this is it. No more excuses. Like, it's now or never. And that leads me to my next point, which is because I am setting up this studio space, which is what you see happening around me. I know it's not the cutest right now. I'm still trying to figure out how to make the setup the most effective for me, but as of right now, this is the best I got. Anyways, I wanted to mention a couple things before you guys started watching. So the first thing I wanted to mention is that my desk is very cluttered looking, and I'm still trying to figure out a setup. And when I paint, honestly, I need everything within arm's reach. So that's why you're gonna see like pens and markers and pencils and brushes and paint all around my setup. I did try to like crop it out a little bit. Like there were scenes where my camera strap was in the shot and I had no idea until I went back and looked at the footage. So I was trying to crop that camera strap out, which I think made my video a bit more choppy. So I apologize for that. I'm gonna be more aware of it in my next video. Secondly, I tried my best to film a voiceover. I'm sorry if it sounded a bit soft. It's just that my husband was working in the next room and I didn't want to disturb him. Anyways, if you guys have any questions, let me know. Any feedback, constructive criticism, I'm always open to hearing what you guys have to say, and thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up and follow me on Instagram if you want to keep up with future projects, just random things in my life. And yeah, take care.
Hey friends, welcome back. I'm starting off April with something new, not just in terms of the medium that I'm using, which is gouache, but also painting landscapes, which is something that I'm trying to get into, but it's very overwhelming for me. So I thought that this would be a fun way to venture into that. I'm really a perfectionist with my work, and I become very upset if things don't look exactly the way that I see it in my head. So of course, when you're learning something new, you're not going to be perfect at it right away. So I have a hard time with landscape painting. I'm still practicing, but in this style, it's more fun and loose and flexible, so I feel like it gives me room to mess up but still make it look good. So with that in mind, I thought that this would be a fun way to experiment in my journal and just loosen up and dip my feet into this style. So I'm using gouache here. This is by the brand Arteza. It's their 60 tube set. I think I bought mine from Amazon. I honestly don't have too much experience with gouache to have anything to compare this to, but I'm really enjoying it so far. The colors are very, very vibrant. Gouache is very similar to watercolor, except that this is more opaque, so I've been enjoying that a lot. Using my Signo pen here to write out the word April. I really love this gel pen. It is so opaque and vibrant and really pops. For my April calendar, with this virus going on, I don't really have much planned in terms of April, but I just don't want to lose momentum with creating these spreads. I'm the type of person where if I fall off for a month, it's very hard for me to get back into it. So even though I don't have a lot going on this month, I still want to create these spreads and keep that going. Originally, I was supposed to be at my parents' house. My mom has been traveling in Bangladesh to be with my grandparents and her brothers and sisters. So she was supposed to be back in March, but her flight kept getting canceled, and finally the embassy had to intervene. So she's been back, but I haven't been able to go and visit her because of this virus. Everybody should stay home, stay safe, as much as it sucks. So that's just what I've been trying to do. Other than that, yeah, April's going to be pretty low-key. I'm probably just going to use this to plan social media posts. I actually have a separate planner, like a store-bought planner that I use to schedule my post and figure out future content. But maybe I'll just use my bullet journal to do that this month. So the concept of this design is to take landscapes and just fill them up more so with patterns, fun patterns, different textures to make the different elements of the landscape pop, and to divide it up a little bit and make it very pleasing to the eye. So just choose a color palette and some fun patterns and just fill it up. Every month I set up goals, whether it's memorizing something from the Quran or finishing a book, getting through something that I've been putting off. So for April, I want to finish the gallery wall that I have in my studio space. I bought the frames and I've planned out what I want to do. I just haven't gotten around to doing that. So hopefully this month I can stop being lazy and accomplish the goals that I've set for myself. Here I'm just taking some washi tape and putting it around the edge so that I can create a sharp line. Honestly, I'm really bad with my habit trackers. I start off very strong and then eventually I just stopped keeping track, and I'm really trying to be better about it this year. I have improved slightly, but I still get very lazy, and I'm trying to force myself to mark off my habits at the end of every night. And especially with April coinciding with Ramadan this year, the last week of April, the last week or the second to last week will be the start of Ramadan, and I really want to utilize my habit trackers for that month. So you'll see later on that my habit trackers only go up until the 22nd because Ramadan will either start on the 23rd or 24th depending on the moon. We do follow a lunar calendar. So because of that, I decided I will end April within the 22nd, the 23rd or 24th, and then instead of doing spreads for May, I'm just going to do spreads for Ramadan instead. There is just something so satisfying about taking off washi tape and just seeing that clean edge. I don't know, I love it. So I try to fast every Monday and Thursday of the week. So this tracker in the bottom right hand corner is to keep track of those Mondays and Thursdays. So whenever I do fast, I will color each of those blocks in. For my mood tracker, I have a landscape with hills, and I'm going to fill up each one of these blocks that I've taped off with a color and a pattern. And at the end of the month, I'm going to go back in and paint in the corresponding hills with whatever my mood was that day. So to help me keep track of that, I just draw smileys into the sections. That way I can remember what my mood was. And then at the end of the month, I'll just spend an hour or two and just paint in the whole landscape, matching it up with the pattern. I don't usually use my brain dump page, but it's just convenient to have for the days that I just have random thoughts and I just need to get them down somewhere. So sometimes I'll use it to make grocery lists or plan random content. It's just there. It doesn't hurt to have it. And the days that I do end up needing it, I'm very thankful to have had created this spread. I forgot to mention that the fine liners that I'm using are the Tombow Fineliners. You can also get them on Amazon. They come in a pack of 3 in the sizes 01, 03, and 05. I really enjoy them. And this other fine liner that you see on my desk is in the size 09, which is what I've been using to create the thick lines. I don't remember the name of the brand, but I will have it in my description box. I'll have everything that I used in the description box. And as always, if you have any questions, you can comment them below and I will do my best to respond. You can also follow me on Instagram at jahanra.huck, and DM me. I always do my best to respond to any comments, any DMs. I will be leaving you guys here today. Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for my next video. Stay home, stay safe, and take care, guys.